I think I knew at a very young age that I had a role, that we have a role as human beings to give back to the community. And given my very strong background in working with businesses, I was an accountant and a banker previously, I thought the best use of my skills would be to use my understanding of business and my passion to improve the community, hence community business. And that's how community business was formed. It made my dream come true, which was to work with businesses and move them towards a much more social, sustainable agenda. I've been also impressed, really impressed, with the contribution of so many great companies. My call to action is really for leadership, because I think that in companies you've got leaders, in civil society you've got leaders, in government you've got leaders. And I think that what we need is much more leadership. So there are some companies, and I should say many companies, that are really leading in trying to be responsible. But there are many companies that I feel could do much more. So as I look back at 10 years, I just want to say thank you.
We at Community Business, 我哋係社商賢匯
are committed
to leading,
inspiring,
and supporting businesses
to make a positive impact
on people and communities.
我哋嘅使命
係引導、
啟發同支持商界，
為人同社區
實踐企業社會責任。
I believe one of the successes of community business over the past 10 years has been how it's brought businesses together and how businesses have made a bigger impact because of the projects that they've worked collaboratively on.
So I think where community business has had a real impact in the Hong Kong market is partly on being a thought leader and partly also on being able to articulate situations that are where it's right for Hong Kong, where Hong Kong is ready for a change.
A decade ago, when community business first started, very few companies were talking about CSR and even fewer about diversity and inclusion. The story is very different today. I believe that community business has played a key role in that through our research, which is now recognised not just in Asia but globally.
I think what I really have seen is, community business and Diane really evolving and maturing in the approach that they take to help progress diversity and inclusion in the region and to be a voice that continues to push the agenda on behalf of Asia.
What I think is different about community business is the way that it really partners across industries to provide well-substantiated research, access to information you wouldn't otherwise find, and a real perspective on what's important across Asia.
You continue to be the best source of Asia-Pacific intelligence around diversity and inclusion. Through the Diane Network and your research, including the LGBT resource guides across the region, you really are one of a kind.
This is just the beginning. We should all continue to expect great things from community business.
I see the greatest challenges with companies focusing on sustainability and CSR into the future. They'll be determined by what impacts the companies can make and really what sense they can make out of what we now call shared value. I expect within the next 10 years we will see a step change as we've seen in the last 10 years.
I think the world is changing. Our generation Y, they want to feel that they work in a place that is worthwhile, their contribution, and is committed to communities. I think it's critical that businesses in Asia and the rest of the world be totally engaged on corporate social responsibility.
Well, the leader of a business in particular sets the tone for the whole company. If he or she gives the green light to their staff and encourages them to actually take part in all kinds of CSR activities, then the company will become a much better corporate citizen and everyone will prosper from that.
With our mission to lead, inspire, and support businesses to make a positive impact on people and communities, we are helping great companies become even better.